paying attention. This right here is connected to the advertising of the whole drama man, and we take it seriously, and we act upon it unaware of what we're actually doing. And that's the problem. That's what all the research about all the diseases is to find out what the cause is. Well, I know what the cause is. Me. See that's it. See, they don't realize that if they're not watching what comes through this ear, they can easily be conditioned.
Yeah.
And that's not saying that they're any lesser than.
Yeah.
It's just saying that happens to be what they're paying attention to.
Absolutely.
And so that's what they're experiencing. Negative, negative, negative. I mean, what are all the commercials talking about? Disease.
Absolutely.
See? Yeah. And we'll take this and that's it. Yeah, that does it. Yeah. Millions take it and they still got the same problem. Why? See? Because they didn't believe it. If they had believed it, it would have helped them. You got that? If you would have believed it, it would have helped. It's as you believe it is to you. Think feelingly on these things, because they're your next dream come true if it is a dream. But it also works with nightmares. Everything's a mess in your dream, and you're looking blindly to get out of whatever it is you're encased in. See, we all go through that. See, that's us cursing ourselves. And you know, I really was a believer in that. Blessed is the man that does not condemn himself for that which he has allowed. See, he's telling you, yeah, I know, but you're forgiven.
Absolutely.
See, start all over right there. And all you have to do is just start watching what you're saying to yourself, suggesting to yourself, and agree with it or get rid of it immediately. If that's it. That tells you the whole show, doesn't it?
That's the whole show.
And I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm a witness, not an example. You see, because the way I would view life is not the way Mr. DeCarlo will view life. But the principles it's on work the same for both of us.
True.
I mean, we were watching a program, and then it came on with ice skating, and you see these people doing all these whirly arounds and all beautiful, beautiful, keeping time with the music and the skating. It's beautiful. But I don't care to go skating. I mean, I did ice skate a little bit when I was a kid, but that I busted my ass so many times I gave it up. but see that I'm just giving that as an example. You know, what is your intent? What is it that you're not what he's doing, not what they're doing. That's not your business. You see, your business is right here. This mind is all things to all. But you're the one who's setting it.
Mm-hmm.
For what? There's that word again. What? What are you doing in your thinking and feeling? Is it lovely and of good report? Wonderful. Expand, expand, expand. But if it isn't, drop it. Immediately. Now, don't wait a few seconds. You see, because I know that even a few seconds you can forget the best idea in the world, and it's gone. And many times someone will say, well, would you say that again? I go, you don't understand. This is coming through me. It's not coming from me. So I may not even remember it. But then again,
Yeah,
that's what Neville kept telling us. Man is such a poor dreamer. And so a poor dreamer would be building nightmares. See, were a good mood dreamer, you see, then you'd be making those lovely and a good report trips to wherever you want. You're free to go. You understand? He gave you freedom right off the bat, and then conditioning takes over, you know, and and these self-appointed holy men. That, that's something else. That is something else. But look at the ones that were picked to share the message. They were all, what, fishermen,
mhm,
most of them. No, it was a tax collector. They had to have a little variety, so
yeah,
they had tax collector and other things. But but the point being is that it's a choice. You see, you get to choose what you think. And if as you think you are, then wouldn't you want to be kind of careful what you're spitting out of your mouth? Huh? I mean, wouldn't you question yourself? Well, why am I thinking this? If this were to run its course, I'd be devastated. So why am I thinking about it? I can't stop it. I can't stop thinking about it. How do I stop thinking about it? Think of something else.
absolutely.
That's all there is to it. You think of something else. And well, look how easy you can be distracted. And in a few minutes, and then and someone asked me, "Would you say that again?" Huh? Well, you want to give me a hint here? But you know, I don't think that gives me any concern about getting Alzheimer's or something like that. No, no, you know, you see, your mind, when you listen to all these commercials, your mind actually normally jumps right at that. See, and you don't want to do that. You don't want that in your mind. You don't want to think and feelingly that something like that's going to happen because what you worry about. See, and then thinking about it over and over and over when you ain't got it will get it for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you want to be careful, you know, and they ask you over and over and over in all these commercials, ask your doctor, ask your doctor. The doctor saying, no, don't call me. Uh, but actually, once you see how the whole play is laid out, then you're relieved. You're greatly relieved. Nothing transforming in death. And that's not going to make most people happy. Because you see, the thing of it is, if you created it, you got to get rid of it. Do you understand? And nobody can get rid of it for you. Or they may forgive you. See, they may forgive you for doing it, but that don't stop you. I mean, as a matter of fact, that usually makes you jump in more because you think you're going to get excused again and again and again. And actually you do. But to think about it that way is a negative, and you don't want to build the negative because it's pretty strong already. You ever get thrown up against the wall? Yeah, and that's what it really takes you to get your senses together. But you see, our whole enjoyment from the movies and that is, look at the violence. look, look, look at the violence. I mean, they must want everyone in the world to have a dog because they got commercials where they're putting on makeup and they got dogs. They're preparing meals and they got dogs. Everybody's got a dog, and had nothing to do with what they were selling. But everybody has a dog. I don't know what that is, but one thing I didn't know is that I saw this one program where people have exotic animals. I couldn't, I didn't even know they allowed them. But you can get special permits and you've got to build certain things that, wow. Well, the thing of it is, here they want that's an awful lot of responsibility.
It is.
And shouldn't that time be aimed at something a little more productive in your world of experiencing? You know, uh, if I had my way, I'd be right here in this room 24 hours a day. Yeah, I don't really go anywhere anymore. I don't drive, so I don't go anywhere. And my wife does all the driving, uh, and she won't let me talk.
Smart woman.
So she said, don't give me that. She said, uh, she says she loves me, but she thinks I'm nuts. Yeah. Oh well, but it's okay. It's peace between us.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I, she taught me enough Spanish. Uh, I said, well, okay. And she says, sí. I go, that means yes. And she goes, very good, very good. And she turned around and walked away. I go, well, is that it? She says, honey, that's all you need to know. It's still that way after 50 years.
See.
Yeah.
Well, sir, been a pleasure.
Oh, okay. That has to me too. The thing, this is just a matter of adopting a mood.
Yeah.
And that really, it's all it is. And only think of these things in that mood.
Yeah.
See, then you're getting a whole supply of new ideas and attitudes and assumptions, but you have to absorb them. See, you have to file them right in here.
Yeah.
And what is that? That's you doing it, and that's you see you doing it. That's it. You have to start. And that's all we've ever told you to do. Get started. And what you're started on is you're saving yourself. That's it.
Yeah.
You're vulnerable, but you don't have to be. You allow yourself to be vulnerable. Every day out of your own mouth, but you don't get it. But you will.
Absolutely.
Somewhere down the line, you're going to go, wow, really? Yeah, really. Yeah. Okay, then.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you.
Talk to you later. I had a half a dozen of Neville's tapes, and I listened to them at least one every night for years before it actually touched base. I began thinking differently. The importance of having a CD, because what has your focus has your life. Think about it. We're not asking you to join anything, but you have to have the CDs. You have to have the DVDs. You have to listen to them. It's you training this. Listen, listen, listen.
But as Mr. Lindell stated, you have to listen to them repeatedly. And again, for those who are interested, click the link below and it will take you to the 4 CD set, and you'll be able to transform not only your mind, but your world.